Hi everybody! Welcome to today's stream, where I am another stage of being better, a little less sick again. I think my sinuses are almost all gone at this point. Oh, I'm glad that you guys like the Cogger so much. Ah! I'm so glad that you guys like it. It's a very, very cute emote. I just wanted some, like, meme emotes that you guys can just have fun spamming. Oh boy. Here we go. Hopefully. I always, like, every time I stream, I'm just hoping that things work on my laptop. It seems to be going very well, though. Hello! So yes, I am better. And, even better, which I wish I had this yesterday, I found, cough drops. So, if I end up having a cough or an itch in my throat, I have cough drops on standby, so I'm definitely gonna be fine. I'll just pop one if I got that itch. So I'm excited. I should be much better today. It might still be a struggle because obviously I am still sick, but at least I don't have as much sinuses. I don't feel it in my nose nearly as much, so thank God for that. Cogniferous poggers equals coggers. That's right. Oh, thank you for the rules, Diane, over on YouTube. I appreciate it. I've been forgetting to ping that every day. I'm so out of my mojo with not being at home. Ugh. I'm glad you're enjoying SMT5 Vengeance. I would love to play it. I hope I get the time. But also, Dawn Trail, though. Dawn Trail's a thing. So now I have, like, I have to decide what I want to do. Because I'm gonna finish this trilogy probably by the end of next week. And then I want to watch the anime. I want to watch the live action. So we'll do those actually on stream. And then I'll have to decide if I want to jump into Apollo Justice Trilogy or take a break and play another game. I'm leaning toward taking a break and playing either Dawn Trail or SMT5 Vengeance, and I'm not sure which one. And then we'll come back to Apollo Justice Trilogy. Cause like, I don't want my Ace Attorney journey to like quickly end, you know what I mean? Like, I think I want to break in between these games. Like, the faster I play them, the faster they leave my soul, and that just kills me a little bit. I don't want it to end fast. So after the trilogy, we'll watch the anime, the live action, and then probably, I'm leaning toward it being Dawn Trail that I play. Do the main story of Dawn Trail expansion over SMT5. Not 100% on that yet, though. Yeah, I appreciate you guys being understanding. That's I think what's gonna end up happening, especially because I have like awkward breaks. So I have 1 week break so next Wednesday is my last stream. Thursday I fly out to Anime Expo in LA. So no streams from next Thursday to the following Wednesday. So I actually won't be back. So that's a whole week of no streams. And then I stream for 1 week. And I think that's going to be our time slot for watching the anime and the live action movie. I'll have about like 4 or 5 streams to do that. And then I have another week break because my mom is coming up to visit me. And it's a bit... These things happened back to back and it was not supposed to. So yeah, I have Anime Expo and then... my mom is coming to visit me. And then after that, I think it'll be Dawn Trail and then Apollo Justice. That's like the current plan. It might change, but this is currently what I'm thinking of. Oh my god, I'm not gonna voice in Yakuza. I promise you, I am not that good. Okay, let me just tell you, I'm getting really annoyed about people telling me to play investigations before Apollo Justice. Look, I don't care, and it really doesn't matter. Stop telling me to do this. It does not matter. People tried to tell me not to play Great Ace Attorney Chronicles either before playing Ace Attorney, and I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna play Apollo Justice first. Also, because Investigations isn't coming out until September, so like I'm not just gonna wait. It doesn't matter. People need to stop bugging me about this. Like, just because it's maybe like chronological, I don't care about that. It does not matter. It doesn't impact my playthrough. Yeah, no matter what, I'm gonna have a fucking great time. And plus, there's me, who, like, my personality, for those of you that don't know, I like to save, like, the best things for last. That's just how I am. I do that with, like, everything in life. If I have a decision, I will always get the worst thing out of the way first, and I save the best thing for last. And I eat that way, too, by the way. Whenever I eat a meal that has different things, I will save the best thing for last. I always live my life like this. So, that also bleeds into games. I want to save the best for last, which for me is probably going to be Investigations because it's Miles Edgeworth. So, like, I want to save the best for last. I'm just excited. Like, regardless, I'm excited. I don't need to experience these games in a certain way, and I'm very certain about that. Hopefully people will stop bothering me about it. I am very excited, and I cannot hide it. Absolutely. I think it comes across how excited I am to play these games. I think it does, at least. I hope it does. Because it's very exciting. I'm just living my best life here, man. I love these games. Why in... Okay, there we go. How much do you like Gumshoe? Why would I dislike Gumshoe? He's great. I wish he would stop being a punching bag for the plot. But, you know, maybe one day he'll get a raise from Edgeworth. Maybe one day. Yeah, I know. Dude, Kingdom Hearts is a whole other beast. But yeah, in general, it gets pretty annoying when people try to tell you how to play a game. Especially whenever it's like a lot of voices. Like, I can handle like a few people, but whenever it gets to like hundreds of people telling me how to play a game, easiest way to piss me off. I do try to ignore a lot of it, but it's whenever it's a lot of voices, like this playthrough is, it's something. It's too many voices. Too many voices. Any Godot theories? No, but I do think about him. The only thing we have to go on is his reaction to Mia appearing in the courtroom, which is funny because no one's ever really reacted to that before. Not even Miles in the courtroom. Like, no one pays attention to the fact that Maya in the past games just turns into Mia. And Godot is the first person to react to that, which is so fucking weird. The judge doesn't react to that. Miles never did. Franziska never did. Nobody... Oh, wait, no. Franziska, did she have a chance to? Yeah, she did. With pearls. But, like, no one reacts to this. Godot was the first one. So, that's all I have to go on. is that he clearly, he clearly... There was something interesting about that case that happened with him. And I haven't really put a theory together for it, honestly. Aw, Teba, thank you so much for the 9 months. Also, Wave7, thank you so much for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Calo Guru, thank you for the 8-month resub. Thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I am trying to think of where Godot comes into this, but man, I do not know. I still need time to think about it. But my current direction I'm leaning in with the theories is that it's related to Mia. Maybe he wants revenge for that? I don't know. That's why maybe he doesn't know my name. I don't know. Maybe he's mad. I don't know. Did he date Mia back in school or something? Fuck if I know. Maybe Godot dated Mia. They were, yeah, they were... No, they weren't roommates. They just dated or something. And maybe he's just mad that Faye and company became Wright and company. I don't know. That seems really silly, though. That's all I really have. Just seems related to Mia. I like how I based that entire thing just off of the fact that he reacted as soon as she appeared in the courtroom, and he immediately changed his behavior. I think that's the most important thing, is that his behavior changed. He, in that moment in the courtroom, he would have not helped. That wasn't like him. So I kind of think about that in particular. But yeah, still weird that nobody else reacts to Mia appearing in a courtroom, except now this is happening for the first time. So anyway, yeah, maybe that's my theory. Maybe I just talked it out. Godot and Mia dated before. That's it. Coffee is invading the stream. Let's see how far we get into today. Let's see how far we get, man. Speaking of, let's just jump right into it, shall we? Let's go. Ain't no time to waste. I am a woman on a mission. And plus, the faster we play the game, the faster I get to see Miles Edgeworth again, so... I do like Miles Edgeworth. Alright. Alright, so we stopped in the middle of the investigation phase of Case 3. We just finished talking to Gumshoe about the chef. He told me to go somewhere and I forgot, but it's not like it matters. Because we're just gonna go places. Oh god. Maybe this is a bad place to start. Oh god, nothing changed. This is bad.
Hold it!
Oh boy. I thought we left off with Gumshoe telling me to go to, back to Choi Bien. Oh, well, I go here now. CJ, thank you so much for becoming a member on YouTube. I appreciate it. Actually, you want to know the crazy thing? I got a notification on YouTube saying that we hit 50 members on YouTube. So thank you so much. I know a lot of it is like people gifting memberships, but really, I do really appreciate the support on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for like becoming members over there. Really, really appreciative. poor Maya. It looks like Mr. Armstrong's really taken a shine to her. I suppose I'll just have to let her work at the restaurant for a while. I'll go pick her up from Trilogy once things have cooled off. That's all? Gumshoe. Where did I leave off with you? Do you think Maya will then, like, get enough money? So she's gonna work for this guy. And, she's gonna end up getting a lot of money that maybe she'll just spend on hamburgers right thereafter. I don't know. Yeah, I found it at the magazine rack at Trilogy. It's dated the same day as the murder. You may be onto something here. And take a look at this. See this writing here? MC Bomber. Hey, what is it? I've heard that name somewhere. Yeah, MC Bomber. Wow, he actually seems to be thinking for once. Phoenix. It's no good. I can't remember. And he goes back to being the Gumshoe we all know and love. Hey, pal, I'm gonna borrow this paper for a bit, okay? I want to get a handwriting analysis done on this scribble. Handwriting, huh? It'd be good to know more about that in any case. Thanks, pal. I bet this will turn out to be an interesting clue. Okay, well, I hope he gives it back to me. Maybe that's what I needed to do before I unlock more things. Yep, that is exactly what I needed to do. The scent of flowers sure is strong. It's almost making me dizzy. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. This is like a fucking horror movie. Who was that just now, a customer? She had sort of a dark aura about her. Welcome, bienvenue. Wow, what a cute voice. Oh, that was Maya. Oh, she said B Avenue. I should have got it based off of that. Oh, it's just you, Nick. Maya! Well, how do I look? Maybe you should quit being a spirit medium. Maybe, but it's kind of boring being a waitress. I mean, you're my first ever customer. Then who was that woman I just saw? Oh! Since you're here, you might as well have something to eat. I am kind of hungry, actually. Hey, Nick, why don't you order something? The chef's preparing a tasty lunch set at the moment, or so he says. How much is it? It's the twin tea set, so it's $20, of course. The twin tea set, I believe I'll be taking a pass on that. It's kind of expensive. What? But you can't! Come on, Nick, it's not every day I get to be a waitress. I want to try carrying plates and working that cash register. How about cleaning the toilets? That should keep you busy. Yeah, right. Maybe later. So, how do you like your new job, Maya? I never knew there was so much for a waitress to do. Take people's orders, bring them their food, make coffee, work the cash register. Of course we need a customer before I could do any of that. Yeah, it's a nice looking restaurant. It's a shame more people don't come. Don't forget about the ultra cute waitress. Check out my gimme a tip smile. About the lunch. Oh, a fine choice, sir. No, Kitchen, a lunch special, please. With all the extras, drink, side salad, dessert, and gift. I don't need any of that. Just a moment, please, sir. Oh my god. Maya's really getting into this. $20 being expensive, really aged poorly. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah. So how much is this lunch? Is this set lunch then? $20, huh? But with the drink, side salad, and dessert, it's $45? Hey, wait a sec, Maya! Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Here you are, our deluxe fortified lunch set. That was way too quick. Whoa. A dish inspired by lobster and abalone. I don't even know what that is. Fricassee? With a balsamic vinaigrette. What the fuck is that? Bon appetit! Thanks? Come on, Nick, hurry up and try it already! Lobster, huh? Alright, down the hatch it goes. Well... Are you hungry, Maya? I'm starving! Here, it's yours. Really? Remember, Maya, my wallet doesn't print money, so you'd better polish off that plate. I just remembered. I've got to clean the toilets. Hey! You can't be in that much of a hurry to clean the toilets. That's a... This is a... Okay. Costs $20, despite how unbelievably bad it tastes. Oh! Wait, chat! You guys are, Mookle's here. We have our newest mod in town. Everybody on Twitch side, say hi to Mookle. Don't worry, we're working on YouTube mods. It's being worked on. But everyone be hi to, be nice and say hi to Mookle, our newest mod over on Twitch. Been around the community for a goddamn long time. Was a great candidate. So everyone, be nice. Put on your best behavior today. Your best, I can speak. Be on your best behavior, because Mookle will be on your ass. And YouTube, you're next. How does that guy manage to make good food taste so bad? Hey, Nick, you want to take a peek at the kitchen? The kitchen, huh? Not a bad idea. Now what was it that Maggie said again? In the kitchen, you'll get to see all the chef's greatest secrets. In the kitchen? That sounds tasty. Hey, wait up, Maya! What is it? I'm pretty busy right now. Weren't you going to show me around? There goes my plan to find some cool clue and show it off in your face. I'd better conduct the search in the kitchen myself. What if I showed her... Here, you want the lunch special again? I'm a waitress now. I've got a pile of work waiting for little old me. Cute. Oh, Jesus. Why are there so many curtains here? Oh my God, why would you put this, like, curtain thing over a heating element? Dude, that can catch fire. There's so much fire hazard in here. What the fuck? Oh my Lord. They don't cook anything, do they? They don't cook anything. And here it is, the famous Trevian kitchen. It's my first time in here too, actually. There's a weird atmosphere in here, that's for sure. Mr. Armstrong will be back soon, so we'd better search quickly. Chop, chop! So why the fuck are there curtains in a kitchen? What are these lace curtains for? Oh, they're lace. That makes it even more flammable. I don't know, but they give the place a real homey feel, don't they? Lace curtains. You know, if I was a cooking pot, I'd be perfectly happy to sit on a shelf under those. How do you respond to something like that? Now, I know I'm in a French restaurant. I've never heard of most of these seasonings. Hey, Nick, this container has oyster sauce? What's that? Isn't that used in Chinese food? Yeah, it is. Look, right there on the counter. My Magatama, what's it doing here? What indeed? He swiped it. What's this? It looks like a treasure chest or something. Wow, look at all these little bottles. Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many, they're overflowing onto the floor. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 98, 99, 100. They're all the same, too. Hey, wait a minute. There's one bottle that's different from all the other. Well, what do you know? It doesn't have a label either. And it doesn't smell. So what's that liquid inside, I wonder? Hey, Nick, we should borrow this. I mean, look how many bottles he's got. He won't miss one, will he? Drink it, Nick! Oh my god! No, we should make Godot drink it. Now this is one large mirror. I bet this is where he makes himself look pretty. There's a book on the dresser. Clarice Armstrong's Bedtime Literature. Not exactly Pulitzer Prize material, is it? It looks like a collection of poems he's written. Poems? Cool! Read one out! And say it in your best French accent with intensity, okay? Okay. Here's one. It's called Printemps. The two of them like actors from a film. The coffee is still undrunk. Sweet nothings over too soon on that sad Sunday morning. The foolish cocktail so delicious. Take the last sip of your tea, and I know what I will do. I must lie to you. I must. Huh? That's it? Yep. That's a poem for you. Now I know I'm in a French restaurant. I've never heard of most of these seasonings. Hey, Nick, this container has oyster. Oh, wait. Ah, oops. I don't know why I did that. That smells good. Something's bubbling away and nicely in that pot. It must be the lobster and the abalone fricassee? Whatever. With a balsamic vinaigrette. Isn't that what I just ate for lunch? Maybe. What you ate is the only French dish I know the name of. There's no sliding, and there's just, seems like that's all the important stuff. This place is very, I don't want to be here. Wait, am I not done? They're making it seem like I'm not done. Nothing happened. Like, I expected the chef to come back in and, like, walk in on me. Well, okay, so you can tell that they cook. I mean, the walls being dirty is definitely a sign of, you know, cooking. Oil is being splattered on the walls. But, like, the curtains? Come on. It's at least being used. How is this kitchen not on fire? Okay, I really don't see anything else, which is weird. I feel like I was supposed to be stopped whenever I was done. Well, we got the Magatama back. Still weird that happened. Oh, okay. The old guy's not here anymore. Drat, I still have some unanswered questions for him. Oh, that's highly convenient. When we saw him, we didn't have the Magatama with us at that time, so we weren't able to see what he was lying about. And now he's gone when we have the Magatama back. Hey, you're just in time. What is it, detective? The lab got back to me about that newspaper you gave me. He must mean the sports paper with the memo scribbled on it. So, what did they say? Did the analysis turn up anything? They said the doodle was written by the victim, Glenn Elg. There's no doubt about it. Okay. I expected as much. The victim took the paper with him to the restaurant on the day of the murder. That's our best interpretation of the facts at the moment. Okay. MC Bomber. I get the feeling I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh, well, I guess it'll come back to me. Don't forget to report back to me with me whatever you find in the restaurant, okay, pal? Since when did I start taking orders from Gumshoe? Although, I get the feeling there's something I need to show him. You got one of those aroma bottles too, huh? Only this one doesn't smell. Oh, I don't get you. This was mixed in with all the other aromatherapy bottles, but it's not the same. It doesn't even look the same, wouldn't you agree? A cologne bottle that doesn't even smell, huh? Mind letting me borrow that bottle for a while? I want to send it to the lab for analysis. The victim was poisoned, so the contents of this bottle are pretty important. Watch, like, the plot twist be that, oh, wow, it got silent. The plot twist is that it's actually not poison. It is the antidote to a poison. I like that idea. That makes things a little bit spicy, you know what I'm saying? It's the antidote. Which means it was a planned poisoning. Because they were gonna just cure the guy. I don't know why you would want to do that, but I like the idea that it's an antidote. You suspect Jean Armstrong? I've got that guy's number. I know what his secret is. That must be the same secret Gumshoe was talking about before. I guess I better fill you in on the details about this Armstrong guy's secret, I mean. Not this music, not this music. Oh no. So, what's Armstrong's secret? You ever had lunch at Très Bien, pal? Ah, yes. How was it? To put it nicely, it was inedible. Don't worry about being nice around me, pal. You and I both know the reason that place is so empty is because of the food. I mean, the place is clean and he's got a girl like Maggie as a waitress, so... yeah, I guess it's probably the food. A real scoop on the guy is he's up to his ears in debt. Really? How much does he owe? This is a copy of his loan contract. It's about $500,000. Well, 500,000 is right there. That is a $500,000. Oh, Jesus Christ. Are we talking dollars? Yeah, hey, if it was sterling, he'd really be in trouble. Sorry, that figure just took me by surprise. Yeah, this case is full of surprises, and I'd be willing to bet that chef's got something to do with most of them. That's my hunch. The owner of the loan is Tender Lender. Analyzing this kind of writing is difficult since it's done with a fiber-tipped pen. But don't worry, I'll vouch for it. Why would Gumshoe have to vouch for it? Can't it stand on its own? It's $500,000. That's a $500,000 bills. What was the in there for? Is there really that much money tied up in this case? I can't give you an answer on that, pal. Not without the case file in front of me. But I'll tell you this. That Armstrong guy would have done anything for cash. He was desperate, you know? No, I don't, but I think I sort of get the picture. Oh boy. Okay, so I think we're done here. Wait, how's the detective doing? Oh, he doesn't have any more new dialogue. Damn it. This must be the chief. Poisoned coffee waitress gets a retrial. I knew it. I knew that there was something funny about the taste of this coffee. Okay, who brought me this coffee today? Hands up. Yeesh, have a little faith in your subordinates. Quit suffering the net. Quit suffering the net. Yes, the net is suffering. Things feel pretty tense in here. Y'all did not hear that. Oh no! We're missing something. Oh! Was there? There was not a motorcycle here before. Oh my god, the side is taped on. A scooter, huh? Oh, who'd leave it right in the middle of a park? The wheel guard and the light are busted. I guess it must have been an accident. It's totally wrecked. Whoa! Okay, that's a lot of screaming. Okay, it's still going. It's still going. It's still going. It's still going. It's... You're Phoenix Wright. You're Zenuf. You're Zenuf. How did people mistake me for this guy? How? How? Am I that much of an unforgettable image? Like, are people high? This is like sad. This is actually sad. Hey, what you think that you's doing with my bike? No, I was just... Oh. You's been messing with my new ride? Is that what you's been doing? New ride? Isn't that kind of a... You's gonna pay for this. It wasn't me, I was just passing by. Hey, then who's the one that... I can't talk like this. Then who's the one that covered my saddle in crap, huh? You's gonna pay, you catch my drift? No, wait a sec, I'm not a pigeon. I couldn't have done it. Wise guy, eh? I had to beat you so hard it'll feel like you were smooching the express train. You better watch your back. This ain't over. I'm gonna round up a group of lawyers and then you's gonna pay. Actually, I'm a lawyer myself. What'd you say? I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Phoenix Wright, you say it, use Phoenix Wright? Yeah, I am. So you a wise guy too, huh? Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only. What? Out of my way, I got a crew. Oh god.
This is Phoenix Wright without ever meeting Miles Edgeworth.
Oh my god. Thank you for the 100. Surely that guy wasn't my phony, was he? He wasn't anything like me! Guess I better make a note of this, Scooter. Yeah, pathetic. Oh, it's you. A few threats from a little brat like that, and you look like a pigeon that's got seeds in its eyes. Have you been here the whole time, then? I was in the strawberry. I had something to do. More like you had some cowering to do. Are you a regular at that restaurant, sir? It's just that if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir? There you are, you filthy pigeons. You want food? Hot, take that. There's my Magatama. I knew it. This old guy has got something to hide, but what can it be? Hold on. You want to say a fun fact about the Phoenix guy? Let me tell you something. I am very... I don't read when people say fun fact. I'm just gonna say it straight. Any comment that says it, because 90% of the time, and 90% of the time, when people say fun fact this, it's either not true or they're spoiling me on something. I'm so tired about it. Like, if people are trying to tell me fun facts and they're like low-key spoiling a moment. And I just, because it is like most of the time that people comment these things, I tune it out immediately. I do not read your fun facts ever. Because it's just been so stained with spoilers that I'm just don't even, like, if you're even thinking about typing a fun fact in this chat, don't even think about it. You're gone. Like, I'm just, like, the mods usually delete them too, but, like, I just straight up do not read them because they're just, they're pretty bad. It's like, I understand, like, the intention is not bad, but people do not realize that your fun facts usually spoil the game for me. In some small way. Usually it contributes. So this guy's not gonna talk. I don't know if I should go for the Psyche-locks right now. You know what? Let's try it. Let's just try it. I probably can't do this right now, but I'll do it anyway. It's time you told me the truth. Why are you a regular at a restaurant that you dislike so much? Isn't it obvious? People only have one reason to go to restaurants, to eat. Is that the whole truth? Well, what do you mean? I don't think you go to that restaurant for the food at all. You insolent brat, you accuse me. What proof have you got? I can tell you that not you nor anyone else in the world would go to that place for its food. The proof is in the pudding, or in this case, the lunch menu. That's the twin tea set. The food at Très Bien is terrible and expensive. You're wrong, Hank. It's cheap. Huh? I'm rich. I inherited money whenever I was a boy. Yeah, I'm stinking rich. I haven't done a jot of work since I was born, other than feeding pigeons. Oh, that reminds me. I was watching the Trash Taste podcast, and the latest episode, they were talking about how much money, like, I didn't even know pigeon racing was a thing. And how much money is put into pigeon racing. I'm appalled. I had no idea there was this whole world. But apparently you can just be a pigeon breeder and you make a fuck ton of money. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I do. I watch every episode of Trash Taste. But, like, I could not believe that there are actual pigeon racing and this is a thing that you can live on. Okay. Wait, a distant relative of yours was a pigeon breeder, actually? Get out. Oh my god. No, that is wild. Oh. What a load of crock. It tastes another story, but the price is nothing to me. So you're saying that you go there because you've got money to burn? Exactly. I have so much cash, I go for a swim in my money vault every day. Unfortunately, that's a lie. You don't have money to burn. You're flat broke. This is yours, right? My magazine. Why would a rich retiree be looking for a job? I was... So what? So I was looking for a job. I'm buying a lot at the moment. I need spending money. Oh? I don't go to that restaurant for food. I go for the Javacino. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I think you mean cappuccino. Oh, okay, yeah. Cappuccino. Anyway, how much does a cappuccino cost there? $8? Those had better be some golden beans. What's your problem? You think a poor man would be better off drinking dishwasher, do ya? Is that it? No, I was thinking that I was wondering if the coffee there is really that great. No, it's not, but... But anyway, yes, that place has free newspapers to read every day. Newspapers? Exactly, they don't want me hanging around at home, so I go there. I'm sorry, sir, but there are no free papers to read at Trevienne. I don't have, like, a court thing for that. We don't have, like, a thing for that. We know that it's full of, magazines, not newspapers. But... I guess I just have that. Take a look at this. It's a newspaper I found behind the magazine rack at Trevienne. So what of it? This was the only paper there, and it's dated more than 1 month ago. What? Do you see what I'm getting at here? That restaurant doesn't get newspapers. This is just one that a customer happened to leave behind. Tell me, why are you so determined to hide the truth? I'm not hiding anything. I'm gonna have to put this guy out of his misery. Listen, the real reason why you go to so much to Trevienne is... Oh, God, I don't know this. I don't know. We don't have it. Oh, does he go for the ladies? You go for oh my god, he goes for the maids. Jesus Christ. What are you asking me about that girl for? She was the waitress at Trevienne. Therefore, the answer to the mystery of why an old man would drink expensive coffee at a terrible restaurant is the waitress. Oh boy. It's funny that, like, my train of thought... I think it's very telling that my train of thought didn't go to that first. Because I kind of tune out the fact that guys do this. So it's actually, like, in the back of my mind, like, it is not something that I assume of someone. Because I don't like thinking about it. I don't like thinking about it, so I just don't think about it. It's just like, it's a very similar notion of like, I don't think of the reason why people watch my stream sometimes because like, obviously I get DMs and stuff like all the time that say like, oh, you're hot, whatever. Like, I just tune out these facts of life because ignorance is bliss in this situation. Like, I just don't want to know. I don't like thinking about these things. Because you weren't looking at the girl's face, but at her outfit. That's the truth, isn't it? You became a regular at the restaurant because of the waitress's uniform. That uniform is all you can think about, isn't it? I can't take it. To you, that waitress was your... Enough, please! No more! Stop saying that word! Stop saying waitress! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Hey, at least I got my health back. Hey. Yes, it's true. I was there for the young girl. Fine, so I'm a dirty, wicked, sinful little devil. No, I didn't mean it that way, like that. I even get one of those lousy cups of cappuccino every time for $8. All because of that servant girl. Punish me, lock me up. Really, that's not what I'm here for. You'll be the same. Another 20 years and you'll understand what it's like. You'll know how painful it is to be an old man like me. No, really, listen, sir. Stop calling me that. I have a name, you know, boy. So show some respect. It's Victor Kudo. Sorry, Mr. Kudo. You young ones think you know it all, don't you? Well, I'm not saying another word. I won't tell you anything more. This guy was in the restaurant at the time of the incident, which means I have to hear his testimony one way or another. I don't believe this. I even broke his Psych-locks and everything. I guess I'll have to try to get him whenever he's in a better mood. All right, well, we're out of here. Still nothing. Wait, you didn't examine the bottle yet? Oh, were we not done with the old man? Let's try this again. Excuse me, sir, could I ask you about this? Here you go, boy. How does some pigeon feet sound to you? This wasn't exactly what I was hoping for to get out of this guy. You know what? Here. Not even Maggie? So Victor Kudo, 68, was at Trivian at the time of the incident, has a thing for waitresses. I'm sorry, I just read a comment that said, like, your comment says, no, he won't, Miles would rail his ass. And I don't know what you mean by the first part, but like, do I need to say it? No, you guys know where I'm going, okay. And no, I don't mean to me, I mean to Phoenix, just so we're clear. What? The pigeons are so busy pecking at the seeds that they don't notice anything else. Seeing those birds eat with such intense focus reminds me of Maya when she's scarfing down a burger. Say it, coward. Okay, well, I want Miles to rail Phoenix's ass there. I said it. I wonder what I found so great about playing in a sandbox. Maybe I'll come back here in the middle of the night one of these days to relive it. Oh, Phoenix! On second thought, being arrested by Gumshoe would be too embarrassing to bear. The first step is admitting it. I already admitted it. I just didn't need to say it out loud. You don't see many parks like this anymore. What a great place for kids to play. But that old man's the only one here chucking the seeds at the pigeons. Well, we are missing something. This is where I found that job listing magazine before. Oh, oh my god, you clipped it. This is why you tried to bait me to saying it out loud so you could clip it and then like post it everywhere on the internet. Alright, alright. Okay. A guy like me carrying around a magazine like that kind of gives the wrong impression. I guess I better give it back to that old man once his investigation's over. He's not gonna talk anymore, I'm sure. I need to make my own highlights at this point. Oh my god. Chat needs to know what Dom thinks about Miles and Nick. I don't know how much Dom is paying attention to the playthrough, though. He just knows that I'm obviously in love with Miles Edgeworth. Like, he knows. But I don't think he's been watching the gays. Oh, you know what? Next time he comes around, I'll ask him. What do we do? I am missing something. Is this different? If only his food was edible. This must be the table where the poisoning occurred. Isn't this was like a month ago, though. This was literally a month ago. And it's still here. Oh boy, can Mr. Armstrong even get in there? And if he got in, could he get out again? Phoenix! I'm clearly missing something here. And yeah, Gumshoe. He already took my poison bottle, so I'm supposed to do something away from Gumshoe. Because he didn't come back and, or maybe he didn't, Maybe I'll show him the profile of the old man now? Ah! He looks like one of those grouchy old types. That's okay, though. I don't mind guys like that. But if he's involved with this case somehow, that's a different story. Here's a tip for you, pal. If you want to get information out of a guy like that, you're gonna have to find his weakness and try to get under his skin. His weakness? I wonder what that might be. Well, waitresses, but... I need Maya to come back. Oh! Maybe that's what they want me to do. Wait, I got it. Oh, this, I hate this. I don't want to do this to Maya. Maya. Oh, it's that old man. Is he still feeding the pigeons? Yeah, he fed me as well. I got a bunch of those seeds in my eyes. Ouch, ouch! Hey, Maya, would you mind coming with me for a while? Huh? Me? Why? There's something I really want to ask that old man. Sure, okay, I'll just get it changed. No, hang on. Can you go like that? I guess. Oh boy. Sir? You again? Well, I see. Nick, his eyes are burning into me. It's okay, I think it's going pretty well. Huh? You're still just a little child. Run along and play on the side, all right? play on the slide. Ugh, we were so close. Just a little more and he would have spilled. Prison. How can we crack this guy? Excuse me, please, sir. Quiet! Can't you see I'm feeding the pig? Oh my god. Mia! Okay! If you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to talk with you. Yes. Of course, certainly. I'm Victor Kudo. Even from beyond the grave, wow. About the incident. You mean the man who died after drinking his cappuccino? It's like he's a different person. It was kind of shock even for me. He was a strange looking boy. The girl took the cappuccino over to him, you see. And was the customer alone? Definitely, he was the only one at the table. And then he took one sip of his cappuccino and he said something like, ah, and then collapsed, dead. Oh, how terrifying. You're so good at listening, aren't you? I'll tell you anything, whatever you want to know. He certainly seems to be telling the truth now, but it looks like Mr. Kudo didn't see this other man either. Do you like the food at Trebian? Well, of course, I'm really quite a sophisticated man. I was a young businessman, you know, once. I set up a casino in London. Really? How interesting. Eating the food at that restaurant really takes me back to my days in France. What a lovely story. London's in England, not France. Oh yes, France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometime. It's too much, I can't take it. I want France. I can't believe Mia's laughing at the guy, ugh. You visit Trebian a lot, don't you? Oh, of course. I mean, yes, I'd like to come and see you there. Really? Oh, you flatter me so. The owner would be delighted to welcome you, I'm sure. Be careful of that chef, my dear. The chef? You mean Mr. Armstrong? That's right, the man's an ex-con. He's an ex-con. Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do? Oh no, those eyes! I can't take this. He has really got this guy eating out of her hand. He steals things from his customers. From his customers? Gloves, handkerchiefs, little things mainly. He's a pilferer. You be careful around him, my dear. Are you sure about this? Of course, he was arrested for it once. I was there when it happened, having my cappuccino. He really is a regular. Let me write you a little haiku about it. A haiku? A Japanese poem. It'll explain all you need to know about that chef. Victor's note: convicted before, a wicked man or woman, repeat offender. Oh my god. All right. If he takes anything again, you let me know. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement. Poor guy, he couldn't do enough for Mia. Okay, Phoenix. That's about as much as I can do to help. Thanks, Mia. We got some really important information thanks to you. Honestly, I can't believe Maya called me for something like this. Yo, Skyrunner, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, dude. I really appreciate the support. Thank you. All right, we are done here. We did our job. Okay. I guess it's about time to wrap up today's investigation. Had enough of being a waitress? Yeah, plus no one came to the restaurant. Oh la la, Mademoiselle Maya, no, how can you leave me like this? This guy scares me now. I'm sorry. That reminds me. Mr. Armstrong had a Psych-lock or 3, didn't he? I'm gonna have to break those. Mr. Armstrong, I hope you won't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you. Oh, volunteers, of course! I'm gonna save my game first. Here we go! What is happening? I do not like this horrible feeling. I have to know the truth. What happened that day? Hello! I will confess everything. Just don't hurt me. Huh? Well, that was a new world record. It was a lottery ticket. A lottery ticket? The man who died here had a lottery ticket for $500,000. $500,000? Oui, but after the incident, this ticket... it disappeared! The ticket disappeared. This was the motive that the persecution gave for Maggie. They said that she poisoned the man and to get the $500,000 lottery ticket. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? You've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me, and I want to know the reason why. No, monsieur, you doubt me, but I have confessed to you everything I know. Mr. Armstrong, the $500,000 lottery ticket. I think I know who took it. I think the winning ticket was stolen by this person. Mr. Armstrong, I believe there's a very high probability that it was you. Wow, that was one piercing scream, even for a man like him. Mais pourquoi moi? Why? You have no evidence. I am not Mask the Mask. I am not the kind of person who steals the property of others. Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I have evidence to the contrary. Proof that you have stolen from others in the past. Well, you stole from me, but... What is this? A poem? Oh, monsieur, you know me so well. I adore poems. Please read it and put some feeling into it. Convicted before a wicked man or woman. Repeat offender. Sorry to have to bring it up, Mr. Armstrong, but you've been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you? Mon Dieu! La mensonge! You are the liar! You deny it? Do not make false accusations, s'il vous plaît! So, do you have any proof? I want to see the incontestable proof that I have ever stolen from one of my customers. Seems old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong. What is that? This is my Magatama, and I found it in your kitchen. No! Wow, that scream just about broke some windows. Oui, I have a weakness for like little trinkets and la figurines. My hand, it just slips out. I cannot stop it. You've stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from your customers. Oui, it is la truth. I am just a timid little girl inside monsieur, a timid little girl. Besides, this time it was only it was not le small trinket, oui, it was $500,000. No, why would I steal it? I have no need for such money. Really now? Oh, monsieur, what is it? Isn't it true that you're in some pretty serious trouble? And that you are in desperate need of a large amount of cash? This restaurant is deep in the red, isn't it? You have a loan to the tune of $500,000. That lottery ticket would have wiped out your debts. Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now? Ah! Ah! I need a tissue! Okay. You love the French? Thank you. I'm glad you are enjoying the accent. I'm no Frenchie, but I try my best. Mr. Armstrong, you said that the victim had a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. How did you know he had something like that in the first place? The man, he was listening to the radio with his earpiece. Maggie said something about that too. The winning number was announced on the news, I think. All of a sudden, he exploded! Yes! $500,000, he shouted! And the ticket? He had all of his tickets spread out on the table. I was so desperately in need of money, so I put the poison in his coffee? No! Oh no, you naughty man! I simply helped myself to one of his tickets! What? The victim collapsed and Maggie passed out. I thought to myself, pourquoi pas? He had so many of them. Yeah, but only one of them was the winning ticket, right? How could you do that, Mr. Armstrong? Maggie was arrested because of you. No, this is not true. I did not take it. A ticket for $500,000, I mean. But you just told us you did. You said that you took a ticket. My non-me fear. It was not. That's enough. Huh? Oh! I'm fine. Don't look at me like that. Dom gave me a look. Okay. Why are you here? Hi. I'm fine. What in the heck are you doing here? This is without a doubt the worst coffee I have ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong. Oh my god. He came in here for coffee. Does his craving for coffee know no bounds? Perhaps my Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question. I am the airhead, no? Just a pretty little girl who everyone is laughing at. But in that case, Maggie shouldn't be the only one under suspicion. He had the wrong ticket. What? Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor. So the winning ticket he took was worthless? Not quite. He did win something. $1. You see, I am just a pretty face. Oh, without my looks, I have nothing. So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal. Indeed, what did happen to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so we'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we? Oh. He just comes in, jump scares me, says that, and leaves. Okay. Oh, voila, you two! Time to laugh at the pretty little airhead. Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore. Looks like we've got a new mystery now, namely, where did the winning ticket go? I've got a bad feeling about this. Well, anyway. We can't let Maggie suffer any longer for this, and certainly not again. All right, we did it. Time to go to the courtroom with Mr. Godot again. Where's Edgeworth? Miles, can you come back? Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there whenever I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor. Maggie! Oh. Detective Gumshoe!
Are you doing all right? How you feeling?
As if you need to ask either question, sir.
Don't let him get you down, Maggie. Don't forget to eat well, okay?
Roger.
And you!
Yeah?
You'd better square this case away. Got it, pal. Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself.
Okay.
Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest.
I think he's serious. Hey, detective, you're on our side for once, right?
Yup.
So, you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir?
Of course. I've got the situation under control. I'm gonna be the first witness on the stand today. If something I say doesn't mesh with the facts, make sure you point it out, all right?
Sure. Oh.
Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You get me?
I want to form a united front with Miles Edgeworth, but you know. Anyway. I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, detective. I know I can count on you. Oh, that was cute. Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh? I can only wish. That was really cute.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Byrne.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh god, coffee number 1. Alright. Bitter.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
What's wrong? Nothing, it's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "You's talking to me." It was a little, well, intimidating.
No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix.
I see, so our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he?
Our trusty?
So, Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please.
Mr. Trite, whether you're a fake or the real deal, we will find out soon enough through this trial today.
But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright.
I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. That's what I intend to find out. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another.
As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial, nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial.
I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said, trust me.
Now then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness.
Alright, let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation.
Been busy with stuff and work, but Redo cosplay is officially finished.
Dude, nice! Beautiful doing. Thank you so much for the 10-month resub. I appreciate it.
Huh? Oh, sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective. Occupation Dict...
Other way around, detective.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of the case since yesterday, sir. Since yesterday? Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigation tied up with another case now.
I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control for everyone's sake.
So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case? Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elg. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens Inc., a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report. The court accepts this into evidence.
Potassium cyanide?
Here are the floor plans of the restaurant. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. The waitress being the accused. Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of coffee. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. John Armstrong, the owner and the chef, and a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo. It still seems to be a very straightforward case to me.
X equals the victim's seat. Okay.
Come, detective, take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Oh, that's so mean. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Elg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup, and what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of motive. Aww. Using dark, aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady.
Classy.
The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but... please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood?
I already told you that wasn't me!
When the incident took place, the victim was alone at the table.
Can I stop you for just a minute?
What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence?
He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table.
Yeah, that's what she said. And
What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey! Sadly, your testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe?
Yeah, it's true. There are 2 testimonies tie up on that. They both said that there was no other guy at the table.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder? Why not? Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way. Huh, that argument is as weak as the coffee at Trivia and trite. I have here in my possession a ticket. A ticket. Looks more like a photo to me. A one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population, the defendant. Huh. This is the photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place, correct?
I don't want to go to Guiltyville. Catch me in Flavor Town.
Thank you so much, Flying Hamster, for the 12 months. I appreciate it.
I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime, how, Mr. Trike, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table? Certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly.
I mean, it depends on where you're sitting. Yeah. He was listening to his radio, you say?
Yeah, he had a portable radio in his chest pocket.
Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece? What should I do? What was it that the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe?
How should I know?
Thanks a lot. We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere. This isn't going very well, is it?
Detective, could you tell us about the poison and how it was used?
What if I go back and I don't do anything? I once had a bad feeling that I was about to have a bad feeling. It was really bad. Maybe I should move on. So, traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else.
Not sure I get you, pal.
Was the poison a liquid or was it a powder?
If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance.
So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper. Oh god. Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Troy?
The victim took his coffee black with no sugar.
Ah! Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee?
What do you mean?
According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it?
Objection. Oh, hey, you're right.
Ugh. In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there.
Huh, for me?
Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you had the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence.
That piece, sir?
Yes, that piece.
Huh. What piece was it again? Oh, God.
I'm living. Up, and there goes Phoenix. Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first-degree burns? Oh my god. That's the concern. I mean, yeah, at least it's only first degree. Could be third degree. Oh, now I remember. Wow, I just had to suffer.
This is the victim's coffee cup.
Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim.
It's unmistakable. This is clearly a coffee stain.
Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him like this. Oh, God. And okay.
For the record, the only prints on the cup were the victim's and the defendant's.
The coffee contained potassium cyanide covered in the victim and Maggie's fingerprints. Upon further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance. Potassium cyanide, I've heard of that chemical before. Exactly how strong is this poison, Detective Gumshoe? Well, that stuff's lethal. Eat too much and you're history. How much is too much? A lethal dose is 0.2 grams. That's about enough to finish anyone off. 0.2 grams? How much is that? You know when you swab your ears for earwax? Earwax? Yeah, about that much. Earwax, huh? Sounds like something Gumshoe's got an abundance of. Such a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere. That's true, it's true, it's true. Chat, can we please... I feel like this is obvious information, but... Can we please stop talking about poisons and cyanides? Because it's relevant to the case, and, we shouldn't be talking about it. You really think there are any contradictions in his testimony? To be honest, I don't know. But Gumshoe told us out in the lobby. He said we'd be forming a united front, right? How will we win this case if he doesn't throw us a line? I don't have a whole lot of options right now. The best I could do is gather the facts together. I didn't think I did the last one, though. Ah, fuck. I went too far. Some kind of motive? Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion. You know what my golden rule is, Detective? Chuck out a bad cup of coffee, you can always get another. Huh? I don't get it. I'm saying that we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out. Oh. Stick to the facts, Detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe. She was, they say that she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too. It disappeared from the scene of the crime. And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000. Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one. Then, is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Wait a minute! The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client. True. You work at a lab in med school, so I talk about these things when they come up. Here, I'm gonna give you a pro tip. Don't. You don't need to talk about something that you know about. What if I told you that you don't need to? Just don't type. I have here in my hand the very ticket in question. That's $500,000 ticket, lottery ticket. One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant. Oh no, Maggie. Someone tried to frame her. Someone tried to frame her. She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately. I'd better keep an eye on that ticket, the way the judge's voice is quivering. So, found during a body search of Maggie. So no one claimed the money? That's the important part here. This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial too, but it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000. It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor. And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately.
The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. There's also the matter of the $500,000 ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who is weak to the siren call of money.
Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast. Yeah, that's because the court has ruled it guilty once already.
I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final decisive piece of evidence.
He's got more evidence against Maggie? God damn it. Oh! Dear Lord. Wait, blood? Why blood?
Huh? This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time.
Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen.
That stain looks like... It can't be blood, can it? Huh. Seems the star of our play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself.
The coffee, that's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye.
Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something even else that stands out even more. Of course, I'm referring to the pocket.
Ugh. The pocket. The pocket?
A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide, the very poison used by the killer, was in her apron pocket. A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket.
Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. That is such a bad setup. What the hell? Has a small pocket, but big stains. Oh boy. A deadly powdery poison found in her apron pocket.
There's still something that's still bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the blood stain to the court?
Need to blow my nose.
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Don't play games, prosecutor!
My poor tissue box.
The blood-covered stains that smeared all over the apron. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about it. Oh my god.
He has such a coffee brain that he didn't even notice. He just only sees coffee. You don't need to be told, just look at it! Is he colorblind? Oh, what if he's colorblind?
Well, detective, could this stain really be blood? No way, sir. It's just ketchup.
Uh-oh. Oh. Ketchup!
She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Pull a little stunt like that and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness.
Oh, I thought everyone knew what it was already. No, we didn't, sweetie.
I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence, they have all been clearly established. Well, Trite, it seems you really are a phony after all.
You really know how to drive a man nuts.
Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. Oh boy. You identified the victim and secured the prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Trite. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one, so let the fun begin. Okay. Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe? There's an old man who was a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. Ah, we're obviously talking about the same old man. Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at them and seeds. It was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth. I guess not even the mighty Godot can avoid being attacked by that guy. Imagine that. Anyway, I don't want to imagine that. The old man was the only other customer in the place at that time. He took his time finding a payphone, apparently, so he was late reporting the crime. Jesus. How long was the defendant unconscious for? The officers got to the crime scene around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at that time. It took around another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would have liked to have been on the scene myself. I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search. I would have loved to see Maggie asleep like that, all pretty. Gumshoe. You're a professional detective, Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher. Save the romantics for your own time, detective. All we need to know about is the investigation. Oops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? Practically a tomato. He didn't have any. Are you saying that it was stolen then? I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he said was 58 cents in his wallet. 58 cents? I can't believe I found someone with less money in their wallet than me, pal. I like how this is something to be proud of. The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man. Aw, Ritz, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. The mods are doing amazing work here. I don't know if I need to do like a public service announcement, because I see a lot of deleted messages today, but I'm not sure what it's about.
I am downloading Dawn Trails as we speak, and I get to watch AA at the same time.
Hell yeah! Thank you so much, Crafter, for the 11 months. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, big shout out to the mods. They're putting up with a lot of stuff today. Again, please, like, all I can ask you guys is to just, like, think before you say something in the chat. Like, please. I feel bad. They're really overworking. You not knowing what it's about is good because you shouldn't. I mean, yeah. But still, I feel bad. Yeah. But yeah, try to be kind to them, okay?
Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge?
I think I'm onto something here. Wait a second.
Did I say something dumb again?
Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yeah? In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly?
Oh, that.
There it is.
Exists tipped $5. Shout out to mods doing their best to keep chat in line. You're doing great.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. He's so let down, he's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going on.
There was a prescription bag on the victim's table, along with the lottery ticket.
Seems Mr. Glenn Elg visited his doctor before he went to Trebian.
We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds.
Please don't be like Hottie Clinic or something. What should I do? Should I leave this alone or ask to hear more? Ask about his health insurance. Actually, I want to hear about both things, but... What sort of medicine was in the bag?
The bag we found was empty.
Ooh!
Completely empty.
It was completely empty.
You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence? Desperate, are you, Trite? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, Detective?
Can I go back, though? Did I say something dumb again, he says. Let me paraphrase what you just testified to the court. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't get anything else, okay. But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, isn't it possible that someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket?
Yeah, you've nailed it, pal! It happens to me all the time. We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes.
Oh my god.
Keep up this crazy testimony, Detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat.
Woo!
Sorry. So, Trite, someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket. It's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence?
Oh, well, I'd love to if I have any.
It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue with your testimony, witness.
So, the $500,000 lottery ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for. Interesting. It's true that those two items are accounted for, but wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day?
The one the restaurant owner took. He won a whole dollar with it. What a lucky guy, huh?
And they're just going to let him get away with it?
It was just $1, Detective.
I guess no one cares when it's that little, except for Gumshoe.
If I don't find a hole in this testimony, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
Wait, he said that out loud. Normally this would be like a Phoenix thought, but he said this out loud. Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with. And we can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something. Yeah, that's true, but Maggie and Gumshoe are like Dumb and Dumber. Our only hope is that they were so dumb that they missed something obvious. Come on, Gumshoe, be the dumbest you've ever been! Oh my god. I guess I should save first, huh? Eh? Okay. Wait, what did they say again? Objection! So, Maggie was searched. We found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. This statement, because she was in shock and passed out. I feel like I'm supposed to get more info. And this gave us the bag. We figured it out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. Huh. Oh, I already did that.
Objection.
Ah, I'm silly. Whoa! Genuinely Krabby, thank you for the 666! Oh, I missed that alert so much. That's such a good one. Belial! Behemoth! Beelzebub! Also, isn't that a little bit backwards? But, that's okay. I'm gonna have to point something out in this photo later. As always with these kinds of photos. The victim got this from the doctor before going to trivia, and the bag is empty. It feels weird because I feel like I'm not supposed to be presenting more evidence. And I already did this? Yeah, I already did this. And I did the next one. And then this is where we got the prescription bag. Okay. And then that's all I'm gonna get out of that. Look at this photograph. Yep, look at it. Look at its whole glory. Well, there is a few things. The thing is missing. The sports paper that was on the edge of the table. That was supposed to be there. Okay, so let me go through these statements again. The crime was reported at 2:25 by a kind of scary old man. Maggie passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him. But we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. But there was? The paper. This is missing. This is missing from the crime scene. How is this wrong? How is this wrong? Ugh. What the fuck? The paper was missing from the crime scene. I literally don't understand. Crime scene? Missing paper. But, okay. Did I already press it? Maybe I just press it again? The other lottery ticket? Is that what the direction they want me to go in? I don't know why I would do this. Am I on the wrong track? Yeah, it starts to feel like it, man. Definitely feels like it, even though... what do you mean? This doesn't make any sense. Really? There's just one small contradiction in your testimony. I'm finally getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will ya? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to trade the end. Where, then, did the medicine disappear to? You too cool, pal! Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? Oh god, not really, but sure. The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. Can you just buy poison in a prescription, though? Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that? Ha! That's all. What? Read for the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will. Please don't. What's the clinic's name got anything to do with anything? Oh, thank God it's not Hottie Clinic. New Ear Otillary. Oh my God. New Ear Otillary Neurological Clinic. Okay, what? I don't know how to say that. Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godot? Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say. A war wound.
G Wolf T tipped $19.99. I woke up late ooh.
No. Thank you so much for the $20 donation. Jesus Christ. Thank you for the support, YouTube. What the fuck? I appreciate it. The day before the incident, Mr. Elg found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. He ruptured his eardrum? And what on earth was the prescription he was given? It was a cream that would be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print. They found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear. Yes, here it is in very, very fine print. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Trevienne. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication. Seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all. Oh no, it's very relevant. Nick, if you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over. I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? Now we gotta push the medical issue because it's all about the ear. How can he listen to a radio if his ear canal was like ruptured or whatever they said. Only moments ago, Mr. Godot made the following statement. It seems Mr. Elg correctly applied some of this medication while he was at Trevienne. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? The medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal. Yeah, objection! That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth. Objection. Woo! If Miles was watching this case right now, he'd be like, yeah, the truth, hell yeah. he'd be into that. You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. Objection! It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either, but it did. The possibility is undeniable. Mr. Godot, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godot? I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there at the restaurant on the day of the murder. Victor Kudo, the pigeon hater? The matter of the disappearing medication seems little more. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me. Good job, Nick. The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness. Huh. I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. What? Already? Okay. Phew, that was close. Tell me about it. I nearly died in there. That's my line, sir. No, it's my line. I think I really did die a little bit. Looks like we all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How can he betray us like that? Huh? He said that he'd help me, but he totally set me up. I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right?
It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurts this time. It felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again. Poor Gumshoe. Oh, no. The relationship's over before it even started. So the next witness is going to be that old guy from the park, right? Yeah, Mr. Kudo, lover of waitress outfits and projectile seeds. Bet he's gonna be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know? Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you really gonna be able to handle him, Nick? Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me, even those never-ending bird seeds. That's right. Okay. Trying to survive. Mr. Godot, your next witness. Prosecution calls the lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? Oh boy. Name and occupation, if you don't mind. The name is Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me, mind you. I can be quite emotional at times, too. We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell the court the occupation. My occupation? Yeah, listen, youngin'. How much call do you think there is in... call do you think there is for kimono embroidery here? Kimono embroidery? That's what I do, or did back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed. Wow, a real craftsman. They're a dying breed. Hey, maybe he can embroider my costume sometime. He could. Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working the cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile. That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen. Now then, witness, were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident? Ah, yes, I was eating some seeds over a cup of cappuccino. Seeds? What do you think these are, I see. So you saw everything that happened, Gramps? Did I? Oh, yes, I did. I saw it all. Please tell the court. We're all ears. Sure. I'll tell you every last detail. He's really getting into this. The young man was reading the sports paper. The servant girl brought him a cappuccino. Oh, that is not Maggie. That is the other girl, isn't it? That's the other girl that we saw. The servant girl brought him a cappuccino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the servant girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. That's not her. Mr. Kudo, she's not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress. God, you're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. What's wrong with old-fashioned ones, Newfangled? All this talk of radios and glasses. It's wireless and spectacles, I tell ya. Excuse me. Listen. I need water. Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away. I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, okay, Boomer. Hold on, I'll be right back. Well, hold on, I don't want to leave you guys in silence. There we go. All right. Give me a second to go get water. Be right back.
I'm muted. I'm back. You guys are having a conversation with my chair? Wait. What do you mean it phased out of existence? What happened to the chair? What the hell? Anyway, I took a cough drop. Just in case. It became a ghost chair? Oh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Didn't know that. What if I asked Dom to make an emote of Ambi, our mascot, turning like sitting in a chair. Turn it a little, and when the light bounces off of it, it vanished. Wait, what? What? Oh! Oh! Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Ghost chair. Oops. Give me a second to finish this cough drop here. Ellen Gale, thank you so much for the $5 super
Ellen
chat.
Gale tipped $5. Crystal, do you represent the House of Crystal streamers for 5 generations?
For 5 generations? Probably not. Just me, just my generation. Thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate that. The chair is Misty Faye. The new theory springs forth. Man, I'm like amazed. This 4th trial has got to be something. I don't know. We can't just have no resolution to the whole Misty Faye being missing since the beginning of the first game. And then Grossberg is still a person that exists I feel like we need closure with. Pearls. Morgan. Edgeworth. Like, oh my god. They have, I thought that this would be more gradual throughout this game, but it seems like everything is just gonna happen in the 4th trial. I'm kind of scared. Because, yeah, this trial doesn't touch any of that, so... there still needs to be a lot of, resolution to these storylines. All happening in a singular trial is gonna be wild. Unless there's 5 trials, then it's fine, but... Yeah. I keep on thinking about that. Ah! I didn't mean to push that, but sure, okay. Oh, Dom, chat had a question for you. Are you prepared? No? Okay, well, I'll ask anyway. Chat wanted to know how you felt about Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth. Even though you don't know much. I don't know how much you've seen, but... Yeah? That's all? Okay, yeah. See, that's what I thought. Dawn doesn't know much about their relationship, but he said that Miles seems like a very cool character, and he would like to voice him. That's all he can say. He really likes Miles. I shouldn't jump scare myself. Okay, I kind of did. Okay, anyway. Hmm? Dom said he's not your typical tsundere tsundere. He's not your typical tsundere. He's your more eccentric type of tsundere. Eccentric as a word for Miles. I don't know about that one. Eccentric? He kind of is. Yeah, he's a little bit extra. He's a drama queen. Yeah, he is very extra. You know what? I'll give you that. An eccentric tsundere. He likes that. Okay. I like that. That's a good description. Okay, so you saw the victim then. You saw Mr. Glenn Elg. Wow, this cough drop really helped my throat. Holy shit. I should have taken this way sooner.
I wanted to know if Goots and Braun retain his championship or not.
So he was looking at the sports paper the victim was reading, huh? And the location in question? There are partitions between tables at the same side of the restaurant, right?
So what if there are?
If you say that you could see the victim, that means you were sitting at a table on the other side of the restaurant, correct?
Gah! I go to the place to drink cappuccino. I don't go to sit. I don't remember which table I was sitting at.
You mean you go there to eye the waitresses? Mr. Kudo, this is a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw?
Victor Kudo never makes mistakes. I dotted every T and crossed every I.
Yeah, that's backwards, but sure.
My eyesight is fine. The doctor said I only need spectacles for reading and driving.
I bet his eyes are only really fine when he's scooping out a waitress.
I saw what the serving girl put into the cappuccino as well.
I bet I know what's coming up and something tells me I'm not going to like it. Do it anyway. Your Honor, we need more clarification on what was put into the victim's coffee. I'd like to ask that the witness add what he knows about this to his testimony.
She very conspicuously put some white powder in there.
Did she really put that into the coffee?
You doubt me, boy? She took out some out of a small brown bottle and sprinkled it in.
Couldn't she have been adding sugar?
Sugar in a small brown bottle like that?
Witness, could you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms? A bottle like this, perhaps?
Oh, there it is. That's the one.
That's the bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume. What did the accused put into the coffee? I think it's clear, don't you? He took just one sip?
You youngins, you waste everything. Those cappuccinos cost $8. In the good old days, we had to drink every last drop, eat in the cup, and then died.
Congratulations, you have earned the title of battiest man to grace a courtroom. So it was an immediate death? Well, with potassium cyanide, I suppose that's possible.
Oh yes, he slumped over without so much as a twitch. I felt the cappuccino I'd just drank turn sour in my stomach.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling. Oh yeah, coffee drinkers unite, bro. And the waitress, I presume she is,
That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
What? It's kind of the same thing. Dom is changing his answer from Edgeworth being an eccentric tsundere to a flamboyant tsundere. He just means that he's very expressive, which is great. We love Miles for that. That smug-ass attitude. They're very expressive. You said, I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you can identify her by?
Particular features, it's a disgrace, that's what it is. Sorry? You can see all the way up to her, you know. She's practically naked in that uniform. So, the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit? But anyone could wear just a uniform, even me. Mr. Wright, please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that. Come on, I'm sure somebody in this chat wants to see Phoenix Wright in the maid uniform. Or a lot of you, probably. Don't get all excited, Nick. You've got to keep yourself together. I guess I got a bit carried away. There are other things I recognize about her, too. He seems pretty sure about himself. Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether that waitress was Maggie Bird or not. Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features that you recognize about the defendant, I would ask that you add them. You seem to remember the several details about her appearance, but what about the most crucial detail of all, her face? Ah, as if I wouldn't remember that. The witness noticed the straps on the accused apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face. I can even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red. So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight. There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling that there's something more to this. It's probably the other one. You seem especially interested in straps. Why is that? The ribbon in her hair, the straps on her apron. What's the fascination? Phoenix.
Objection.
People have all kinds of fetishes. Try it. We don't need to embarrass the witness. Listen, you young upstarts, I haven't got some sick strap fetish. Is there any relevance to the witness's unusual love of straps, Mr. Wright? I was just curious as to why he was so fixated on the waitress's straps. I said I haven't got a strap fetish. How many times do I have to repeat myself? Very well, continue with your testimony, Mr. Kudo, and make it strapless. Oh, God. Do you think old CD really saw Maggie do it? Well, he probably had his eye, but he was there for the cute outfits, right? Not the waitress. I wonder if the waitress Mr. Kudo saw really was Maggie. All right. The identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back. Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all?
Objection.
He's got you there, Gramps. Oh, Godot? Okay. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. Oh, God, Phoenix! This is harassment, I tell you. I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons. I'm just telling you what I saw. Mr. Kudo, the court requires that you add details about any identifying features. Features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony. This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer. I don't know if I should either do the apron or just like show him a picture of Maggie. Like, hey, was it this girl? I'll try the apron first, but I don't know if he means like before or after it, so. Okay, that worked. Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this. filthy thing would suit filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's done eating.
Have you ever seen this before?
Of course I haven't. Do you think I'd forget something as dirty as that? Well, you half-witted clot!
Well.
What? What is it? Ever since I said you half-witted clot, there's been an eerie silence in here.
Mr. Kudo, this apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning. And as you just said, you wouldn't forget something like this, which means if you had really seen this apron before, yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front. Oops. Oops.
You can't just oops your way out of this.
Well, looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. Oh God, more coffee. Listen, Trey, here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Mr. Maggie Bird. Exactly, and when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup, this old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say and you say you remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps.
You can rely on me, Captain. My nugget's in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what burger a customer wanted.
What? He can't remember? Probably more like he messed up so many times that he's blocking it out.
Very well, let's test just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim.
Alright, here we go.
He was another one of those pesky types, wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the wireless, I remember that well. Then the servant girl in question brought over the Javicino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip.
The testimony we just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. Seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail.
I hate those you-know-what types. You are so vague about everything.
How are we gonna handle this, Nick? I only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot. Just strip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel? I suppose, but it's what I do best. Phoenix. Spectacles.
Dark glasses to you. Newfangled rubbish. That's what I remember him so well.
He did have some kind of lens over his left eye, but I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses. He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades. Perhaps I should take to wearing some and rival Mr. Godot's sharp appearance. No, you shouldn't. Mr. Godot doesn't need his visor. We better come up with something sharp and quick. Guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles. The newspaper was a sports paper, was it?
That young hooligan, I nearly asked him, can't you even read without fidgeting, How was I supposed to be able to read the back page with all that wrestling going on? I needed to find out if Goots and Braun retained his championship title.
It was his paper, not yours. If you wanted to know so bad, why didn't you buy your own?
What are you looking at me like that for? Yeah, how dare you? Ow, ow, ow!
Goots and Braun got beaten yesterday, by the way. Anyway.
Maya just knows this.
The wireless?
The decadent young rascal. In my day, if it was one or the other, read the paper or listen to the wireless.
Oh boy.
And using an earpiece is selfish, that's what it is. I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it.
Was he that desperate to listen to the radio?
What are you looking at me like that? How dare you feel sorry for me? Ow, ow, ow!
You mean the waitress who you only saw from behind, right?
You're one of those, are you? You never let anything go, is that right?
Maybe. Uh-huh. What does it matter if I saw her from the front and behind? It doesn't matter. Ow, 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 ow. I better not push it until I get some hard evidence. I like that Phoenix is like, maybe, because yep, that's what I do in a courtroom. His free hand. Which hand was that? Weren't you listening before, cloth ears? I said he was rustling the papers with his right hand, didn't I? If his free hand wasn't in his right hand, which moron? Ow, ow, ow! Perhaps the great Mr. Trade has three hands. Yeesh, I was only asking. No need to gang up on me and treat me like a freak. The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish one thing, that this old guy's memory has more holes than a slice of Swiss. Guess we just need to find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere, huh? Anything will do, even the smallest detail. We just need one mistake and he's ours. Dude, okay, let me just say that this case happened a month ago. Personally, even my memory would be shot after 1 month. Like, 1 month ago, I would not be able to tell you the details of pretty much anything. Like, 1 month is a long amount of time. So, like, I can't even blame the old man in this case because I know if it were me, I wouldn't be remembering shit either. Like, this didn't just happen yesterday. This happened a month ago. We're bullshitting our way through this, as we normally do. Alright, he was another one of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. I just wanted to look at the picture. I keep making that mistake all the time. Ah, oh, Jesus Christ. That drawing of mask to mask, though. Okay, he was another one of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. What if I say this again? Oh my god, all the seed throwing. I guess that doesn't really help because we don't know. Okay. Ooh, did I save? Oops. I don't know if I actually did. Did I? It wasn't that long ago, but I'll still, I'll do a new save just in case. The servant girl in question brought over the Javicino. The little fidget picked up the hand with his free hand and took a sip. I'm still caught up on the whole, where the fuck did the paper go? But that's just me. Maybe I'll try the paper itself. Although that doesn't make too much sense, but I'm still gonna do it. Not that either. God damn it. Okay, let me see. We seem to establish that the memory is shoddy. Okay, we need to find a contradiction in this testimony. I think I can do it. I don't need to, like, press anymore. At least there's that. Well, I guess I could, I don't know if the portrait here is actually going to do anything, though. No? Okay. Okay.